Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the Universal Analyst here, and welcome to Live and... My things have fallen off. Live and Wired, episode 100. God damn it. Okay.
Yes. Episode 1, god damn it, please. Order now.
Episode 100. Big money, big problems. Joining, we have Thick Black Daddy as
Rar.
Thick Black Daddy. And freaking... Okay. Okay. So this is also a little one we got going on the YouTubes and on the Facebook and on the Twitter on Periscope. But the should have the YouTube and the Facebook messages popping up in StreamYard. Not so sure about Periscope, so I got that on the side here to maybe be able to see it. I see my stream right here, and I don't know how comments work on Periscope, but it's there. So, hello everyone. Hi there. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world of entertainment now, isn't there?
Oh, please don't talk about Will Smith. I'm so burnt out on it.
Not yet.
Yet.
Well, it's not like we could just completely. Well, I guess we could just completely ignore it. But I'm not talking about just like the whole thing, just some of the more recent things about the stuff. Anyhow, anyway. First thing to talk about tonight, in terms of big money, about $1 million got jacked. Problem. It wasn't really $1 million. It was $1 million of Monopoly money. Well, not really Monopoly. It's
movie prop money.
Prop money, which looks enough like real money, but like I got some pictures of the money in question, like examples of what we're talking about in the denominations we're talking about. We got the hundreds, the 20s, and the 10s. They look, money enough at a glance, up until you get a closer look. Usually my $10 bills don't top with "for motion picture use only."
That's
Usually.
great.
Sometimes they still do. Sometimes. But
That's
yeah.
great.
Evidently in northern Newport, Oregon on March 31st, very recently, they just had $1 million of prop money in a car, and someone broke in the car and stole $1 million of not actually $1 million, but it's still like $1,000 worth of prop money.
I wish I could see the reaction when the guy, he think he got this fat payload of money. He's all happy, anxiety's going through the roof. Gets home and he started looking at it like, oh my god, I got all this money. Oh my god, I got all this. For movie use only.
It's like, damn, I can only use it at Redbox?
What the fuck? I almost want to know if he goes to the typical corner store and someone falls for it, or just be like, hey, wait a second, sir.
I mean, there was that. Wasn't it in one of the Rush Hour movies where there's all the casino, everything getting shot and blown up, money going everywhere, and then they were wrapping up like, okay, good shoot, and the employees were just going around scooping up the prop money, and they're going out, and a lot of them were successfully using it in transactions because
no way
it looked close enough. And I was
so you're telling me I bet people
Vegas, don't they check that?
Well, then again, when's the last time you've been to the gas station? How often do you see the cashiers take individual bills and look at them and be like, hey, wait a minute?
It's like I hand them a 20 if I ever actually do. But on the off chance I have some cash in my pocket, I'm like, hey, this shouldn't be here. Let's actually use it. I hand them a 20. They'll take it, they'll put it down, they'll take the pen, they'll rub it across, and then just put it in the thing. I won't even look. Yep, checked, whatever. Done.
10 out of 10.
So real dollars was not hurt or stolen in this stupid stunt.
He's going to have to burn that.
Oh, really, Infinity? 3 hours from there in Oregon. Have you seen anyone walking around with $1 million and a really disappointed look on their face?
I don't know why. I just imagine like a sad Fred Flintstone, just like slightly hunched over his like steering wheel. That's just too funny to me.
Any odd rules should be aware of? Just generally, in the newer Live and Wireds, I've been saying, hey, super chats will be addressed at the end of the stream in about an hour from the start because I'm trying to keep things on topic. So that's kind of how it goes.
And hopefully you get some new people in here. I actually did advertise your stream quite a your stream a bit, your podcast on my stream. Jesus, English.
I think in the right lighting, Richard Z, that might work. Like,
Hey yo, what's up?
How many times has a stripper stopped and taken out the little pen and rubbed it in check?
Bro, I would love to see that. Just like tossing strippers fake money and they're just like collecting that shit. And you know how some of them like to put that money in their thongs? They put like fake $100 bills in their thongs and twerking it upon people. Oh man, the last thing I want to think about is getting gonorrhea from fake money. Don't ask me how that'd work.
That's the wrong bill to go snowing with, or whatever.
Go snowing with
whatever the word is. I don't know. Excuse me, kids. I'm gonna go snowing.
Oh god, why does I feel like there's something like someone's grandpa would say? Don't worry, kids. We're going snowing, and it was like, what are you snowing? Snowing? Snoring? Sledding? What is he talking about? You just see him.
It's raining. It's pouring. The old man is snowing.
Oh, I feel like we're talking about Ric Flair, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
I guess that is a bit better of a term. Snow.
The old man is snorting.
Yes. Oh, so yeah, 100 million, 1 million, 1 million in hundreds, 20s, and 10s. No 5s or 1s. Usually, you think like if they're going to go with hundreds and you want to have like $1 million to show off, you just get the hundreds of prop money because that's the most efficient way of doing it and the cheapest to go about it. I mean, money's not made of money.
Not to segue too far from that, but I wonder if this story has something to do. I don't know if you saw it. There was a teenager, coincidentally enough, in Oregon, who was recently arrested actually for what was it? He was posing with a stack of cash. For some reason, he had like bags of fake cocaine behind him. He was posing with guns. I don't know if the guns are real, but for some weird reason, it got him arrested.
Well, they say it wasn't just the money that was stolen from the truck. It was several other movie props.
Yeah, I saw that.
So if the cocaine was fake, was that also in the truck?
No,
were there guns, prop guns? Or they could, I mean...
I would hope so. Don't tell Alec Baldwin to test them.
Anyway.
Too dark? I'm leaving it alone.
Hey, didn't Usher use a bunch of fake money at a strip club? Did Usher? I didn't follow Usher, so...
That's funnier to me than it needs to be.
Well, that's $1 million of fake money. I could use $1 million of fake money.
Nah, fuck that. I'm too poor. I just need $1 million. I don't need it. I want it. Yeah, I need it. Never mind.
Hat Tie says they worked at a gas station, and some that worked there fell for the fake money.
Oof.
Ark of the Covenant.
Just oof.
Is that a different conversation?
I love live shows which have the term fake cocaine. Oh, welcome to Live and Wired. Now you're gonna see why we're called Live and Wired. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, jeez. I'm doing confectioner's sugar.
You ever seen the Black Ric Flair? Because I know that's how I'd be. Just. Woo! Okay. No. Just no. You can't tell me Ric Flair was on that stuff.
Didn't tell us about the new show, the one about the doing drugs, or the clipping the nails, or
Oh God, why?
Well, it's time to move on to the poll. The poll. Everyone loves a good poll.
Especially those strippers.
And a lot of fake money. And on that topic, if just so happen to have $1 million just that someone was going to accept, let's say you had to invest in Live and Wired, of all things, how exactly would you go about it? We have the options of getting an actual set. Imagine, if you will, I'm sitting there, I've got a desk, I've got like neon signage, like that nice brick like lighting, but it's still kind of dark. You're there on the side with a big fucking soundboard. Think of it like
There will be so many Sonic R sound clips.
okay, maybe it's not the best idea, but we have that's that the stripper pole, maybe even an actual stripper. Get that in the set too. They had it on
I
the
know a few of
Springer Show
those.
for a while. They had the stripper on the Springer Show for a while. They had the pole girl. She was there. It was like, fuck it, we're in a talk show. There's our stripper. But we also have another option, like Jerry Springer, celebrity guests. We could bring Jerry Springer on. Is he still alive?
Is he still alive? Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
I mean, last time I saw him, he looked kind of old, and that was a while ago. And I'm thinking,
Oh, dude, he was already looking like dried alligator skin.
but a bit fuzzy. That's just because this thing just keeps always going out of focus every time. No problem. All constantly.
It adds character.
But yes, we could have celebrity guests. We could probably pay them off for like part of that million. Keep them coming. We could have our own personal band.
Hey, what do you think of Jeff Tremaine?
Hire our own band for like a couple of seasons. We could pay them off for $1 million.
Can our band be called Black and Deck? Oh wait, damn it, copyright. Never mind.
Unfortunately, no.
Fuck, that'd be so good. Oh, dude, you can bring out the guitars.
Keytar.
Oh,
But we also have an option for raffles, giveaways, and contests. If you like Live and Wired right now, you might get part of that $1 million. Big might.
Nah, I'm a cheap bitch. Y'all win like a bag of hot Cheetos puffs from me. That's all you gonna get from my.
We're gonna have to make it last like several seasons.
Okay, a family-sized bag of hot Cheetos.
Finally, the last option: just bribe Google for views. Just be like, hey, you know what'd be really nice to put in the algorithm? Our little podcast thing. I dropped $1 million in California. Where could that have?
Why just think of a Rihanna song?
Man, if I just so happen to get a couple million views on the next video, that would be something, wouldn't it?
I can see Liam Neeson as Decker.
So we got that going on the YouTube community posts starting right now. I will be sharing the link out to the chat momentarily. If I could click back on the right window. And chaboom, and chaboom. And I should
give him a moment.
I'll post that to the Periscope video as well. There we go. Boom. I did that there. Yeah. Let me check. How's the Periscope video looking? I'm going to refresh this here. Okay. Am I the only one? Like, how does Periscope work? Let me just click on that. We got a comment section in here? Fuck if I know. Okay. That's wonderful. I'm a professional. But while we're talking about investing in podcasts, that is something that Google's doing.
I broke something.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, wait, what's this? Ah, yes.
Good. That posted that link to the YouTube chat and to Facebook. Nice. That did work.
Oh, my green screen hates me.
But yeah, in terms of paying YouTube to make my podcast actually seen, YouTube's paying podcasts to get them seen up on YouTube.
Ew.
You would think maybe just, cultivate some of the talent that you got. Just an idea. Oh, I'm going to take a trip to Oregon real quick.
That's all I got, just ew.
But, yeah. There's an excerpt from this article on The Verge where They say that YouTube is reportedly offering money to podcasters in a bid to get them to create video versions of their shows, according to a report from Bloomberg. People close to the situation told Bloomberg. People close to the situation.
How does this business work? I have no idea.
YouTube is offering individual shows $50,000 and up to $300,000 for podcast networks, potentially to fund filmed episodes and other video-based content. You see, that was my problem. I started Live and Wired too early. I should have been waiting until they were doing this and being like, I'll take the 50 grand to start Live and Wired. There we go. That'll be a nice. How does this business model work? I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. If I have 50 grand, just me and my son, we going to Disneyland. The end.
Honestly, I could get an actual set. I could get some celebrity guests. I could get some strippers.
Man, bro, if I have 50K, boy, I'll actually finish building my little car. Get a car project. Excuse my English. And put that shit on the racetrack. I have to. That's man. I am a simple man, and I can stream that. You know, put a camera in my car. Be like, hey, we're going down to the MSR racetrack down in Angleton. Just put the camera in there. And be like, hey guys, smash.
Don't you have a policy now? People were streaming while driving, and then Twitch decided, okay, that's dangerous.
I do not know.
But I don't know if you're on a racetrack.
I mean, I'll be on the racetrack. Obviously, you know, racing on the track will be 110% of my attention.
That is an idea, Jay. For instance, I could clip my toenails next. And hello, Michael, from Ireland.
Hello,
Michael. They have $1 million in Colorado and Ireland. Is it Colorado or is it Oregon? $1 million in Oregon, Ireland. I know how the world works.
You know, Oregon is nowhere near Ireland, right?
Oh.
Like, I'm just checking. Just checking. Yo, there's a new Ultraman word? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Well, I thought we were just staying on topic. So,
I'm sorry.
Getting paid for podcasting.
I'm sorry.
Paid for podcasting.
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
By YouTube for podcasting. We will be getting to those super chats at the end of the show in about 30 minutes. So.
Oh no!
Thank you very much, by the way. But yeah, the paid for podcast. Already having a podcast, and then YouTube's like, hey, here's some sweet money. Like that's. Oh god, that reminds me of how much money Microsoft pumped into Mixer. Shortly before there was like a little controversy, but that was enough for Microsoft to be like, okay, fuck it, because Mixer, no matter how much money they pumped into it, it just did not grow.
I wonder if they're trying to do something like that. You know, trying to do something of the same. Like I'm vaguely like thinking with the increase of living, with the cost of living, increasing, and there's so many different like platforms to watch random stuff on, YouTube in general might be losing overall views. And they're not bringing in the money that they should. Or rather, what if they are maintaining the same amount of views, but like I said, because everything's going up in price, whatever viewership they're maintaining is not enough.
Well, YouTube itself has always been said to to be kind of a loss leader for Google, where they own online video, but said online video itself doesn't necessarily pay the bills, but things associated with the fact that they own online video does.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
Okay. So, we're looking at about time for the next topic. Speaking of owning everything, and Microsoft in owning everything, remember how Microsoft was buying Activision Blizzard?
Yeah.
Well, not if Warren and Sanders and two other guys have anything to say about it.
Oh wow.
So they're saying that they're going to be contacting the FCC about this, but it not because of anything the FCC actually cares about.
Excuse me.
Like the whole point of contacting the FCC is it's like, hey, this is monopolistic, that we can't have that, and they've already done the rounds there and pretty much come to the conclusion that no, it's not. They're still going to be in third place. But in terms of what is being said now, is like they're going to get them to say, hey, you know, there's all this talk about how Activision Blizzard, terrible place to work, lots of sexual harassment, lots of accusations of like really heinous shit going on there. Bobby Kotick, nasty guy.
Oh
But
man, what a name!
once
Yeah.
Microsoft buys them, look out. It might get worse.
Wait, he's the Kotick. Remember, he's the CEO, right?
Yeah.
Damn, he's still staying in that position.
That's the current angle, is that after being bought by Microsoft, all that shit maybe will get worse. Based on, I don't know. I'm thinking, what in the hell could Phil Spencer do once he's in there as active CEO? What is he going to do? Walk in the door the first day, whip his cock out, and slap all the employees in the face with it?
No, excuse me, sir. Cartwheel his cock across their faces.
I forgot. He is all about the game.
Oh, got my collar. I can't imagine Phil Spencer doing anything like that. I wonder if they're worried. This is gonna sound stupid. I'm just speculating this. What if they're just, for some weird reason, worried about the reputation Microsoft will get for buying them out because of their recent, stuff?
Yeah, there's that, but it's
But I don't understand why would they care.
yeah. Oh, one thing that has been going on is there's a lot of people on Twitter who keep They tried tweeting at the president about trying to stop an American company from buying another American company because it's not fair to the Japanese company. Pardon me for saying, I think that there are certain things that are a little bit bigger problems on the president's plate right now than what one person's preferred piece of plastic to play on is.
Yeah, that one country over there.
Oh,
Definitely gonna leave that alone. Is new Batman movie good? Probably. Haven't seen it. I plan to.
Mr. Notification. You're here now? That's catching the notification. Right there. Oh, cartwheeling Cox attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God. Now I'm just imagining like a group of dudes just coming over the horizon, just cartwheeling cocks as the sun rises. All right, I'm done.
At some point, when do monopoly laws come into play? Pretty much when Microsoft stops lobbying. That's when the government cares about, antitrust laws, is when they stop giving the government donations. And they've kept up on their donations, so they should be fine.
My brain's still burnt. I'm working. I'm trying to like figure out. There's some like weird strings, something connected between these particular. If I remember reading it, I think like Bernie Sanders was one of them, one of the senators. How is these strings connected to Microsoft buying Blizzard? I just.
I have.
And shouldn't these senators be worried about something else?
All I know is like the only two of the four that I remember is Sanders and Warren, and I just know like they're on Twitter, so Twitter's just a nightmare of. You do not want to go on Twitter ever for any reason.
I do not use Twitter. I don't know if it's a generational gap thing. I can't. You know what's really weird? My fucking 10-year-old son has been on Twitter, and I've never had quite the heart attack of the idea of my son on Twitter at this age. I did no. Luckily, I had a peek at it.
You realize that Twitter's not exactly.
Yeah, I know. I'm not doing it.
I mean, it's not just bad for the mental health there. It's not exactly child safe.
No, it's not child safe. So I don't know what that lady doing over there. I'm not letting them do it. Let me stress
that's
that.
right. I just, maybe just slap the phone out of his hand. Phone's a little further away. I forgot. It's depressing now.
Oh, hey, remember that sandwich I was talking about? Pre-game? Pre-game. Yeah, pre-game. Fuck it.
It has arrived.
Yeah, I want sandwich.
Okay. I'll take it from here for a bit then.
Oh, cool. I'm so glad you have that edit. Cool. I'm a good sandwich. Come on, fat man.
Okay. So, yeah, just Microsoft's. I'm assuming Microsoft is going to get Activision Blizzard at the end of it, and it's just very weird to see this much, like, back and forth kind of stuff. Like, is just find TikTok worse. I find TikTok confusing. I try and stay hip with it. Oh! That is the return of the sandwich. That is right. I used to be a thing on Live and Wired. The sandwich. Sandwiches. But, the brains. Oh, geez. Just the amount of pushback on this particular thing from a lot of Twitter users. And it's just, it's a frustrating thing, because I do use Twitter a lot. I am a bit of a Twitter addict, and I do not like it. It's kind of like being addicted to heroin. It's just purely habit. I do not enjoy it. I just feel the need. I feel the itch. I must check my Twitter feed. I do it, and I'm pissed off. Like, that's what happens. I'm like, okay, I'll search for something I like. I'm going to search for Xbox. What do I find? A bunch of people bitching and moaning about Xbox. And I was like, oh, my fucking God. So, oh. Just hopped in and sounded like Thick Black Daddy fell over and said something about sandwich. Well, that is accurate. That is accurate.
Sandwich!
When are we going to review the Mass Effect games? I don't really do game. I did one game review a long time ago, but nothing like Mass Effect. The game I reviewed took 3 hours to beat. It was on rails. It was very short. It kind of fit in the movie time frame for being able to experience it.
No, he only reviews movie-based games. Cough, cough, wink, wink, cough, cough.
I'm going to have to review an incredibly short one, like Miles Morales.
Oh, that's a good game, though.
Yeah, but it's...
Nah, man, do the Fast and the Furious
it's
Crossroads.
It's not the size that counts.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Social media as a whole is kind of dead, to be honest. Yes.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious Crossroads is now one of the worst movie-based games rated. And the funny thing is, it's so bad, they're actually taking it off the market.
Really? It went to Ride to Hell Retribution bad?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not, part of the news lineup, but yeah, it was actually gaming news that it was being taken off all platforms, Xbox, PC, everything, because it's just so bad. There was some guy on YouTube I watched that looked into it for some weird reason. I was probably high, and that's why I watched it. It hasn't even sold 100,000 copies.
Wow.
Do you know how long that game has been out?
It's like, hasn't it been like over a year?
I want to say 2 years.
Jeez.
It came out a good while ago. It's so bad. It's so bad. I was about to say Wakanda Forever.
Wait, wasn't there a Live and Wired about a Fast and the Furious cartoon? God, I can't remember, but I feel
God,
like...
I hope not.
I remember a Live and Wired where we had the title card where they were like Fast and Furious card riding in space with dinosaurs or something going on. It was just a lot of crazy shit that week. People clicked on that title card and they were very disappointed to find out that it was just a bunch of assholes chatting.
Give it time.
Oh well.
Had to pop
Twitter
my
is
back
billions
for
of
a
users,
second.
and if 200 people complain, it's like nothing. Just make it bigger in our head, but in reality, it's just a spec. That is true. That reminds me of another thing that pissed me off about Twitter.
Probably.
Logged
There we
on
go.
Twitter yesterday and saw a post from Twitter's official account saying, "We're working on an edit button." Remember what yesterday was?
Good old April
Motherfucker!
Fool.
They play with our feelings.
Oh my god! I just remembered like I've been helping out a lady friend with some random Python shit for a game that she's coding, and some of the coding you need to do just to add an edit button is dumb. That's all.
Fun. But
Somebody's too lazy.
it is time to move on to our next topic. So on the topic of our feelings being hurt, let's get to talking about the Oscars. Hey, remember that? Wild night, huh?
All right, I have a confession before we get on it. I
Yes.
didn't even know the Oscars was going on until I started seeing Will
Most of
Smith
us
memes.
didn't.
Okay, I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
There's a big argument of like, was it real? Was it staged? And the best response to that is just, of course, it was real because the Oscars could never have come up with something that interesting on their own.
I will say that smack was real. You can definitely hear it.
We're drinking the cloak of invisibility potion.
Wait. That's great. Yeah, it didn't even register to me that my green screen is on. It's just. Oh, dude, hold on. I gotta take this off. Make it all the better. Oh, this is great. I'm so glad you noticed that, because my dumbass sure as hell wouldn't have.
Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky there. Did not get punked one. I never like went out and just did anything like posted anything about it being fooled, but there were a couple of times on April Fool's Day where I just saw something like the Spirit Halloween said, "Hey guys, some of our stores will be open year round." And I felt legit good until I remembered what day it was, which took less than a minute, but I still feel the pain. Oh. Oh. That's another reason why I just got to stay the hell off Twitter. But also, the internet being the internet now, things are still kind of kicking around. It's April 2nd, but things are still being shared out. You still got to watch out for those April Foolsinesses.
I'm sorry, I was having too much fun with that once I realized.
But yeah, for those who don't know, the Oscars occurred. Will Smith was there with his wife Jada, and Chris Rock was presenting, and he was being Chris Rock. He was making jokes, and he made a joke about Jada Smith's bald head, and
Little Miss Aerodynamic got butthurt.
oh, well, to put it lightly. But what happened after was that Will Smith went up and smacked Chris Rock across the face before going back to his seat, sitting down, and then yelling expletives at him until he just moved on.
It was a good smack. You can hear it.
It was some. It's been observed. If you want an observation, there are some big ones all over the internet you can find. I really don't want to get into that kind of like nitty gritty of things. It's not my interest. I like fantasy violence. I like to see people killed for fakesies.
Thank you for clarifying. For the record.
But when it's oh yeah, I'm feeling that's probably because it's like it was not that long ago, so it shouldn't be like too big, but it's literally everywhere.
The way it blew up, I was already burnt out of the memes in like maybe like less than 12 hours.
Yeah, me and Charlie sit down to go to bed at night, and we turn on like a meme compilation. Well, last night we turned one on, like
Oh,
a third of it was Chris Rock getting smacked across the face by Will Smith.
There was one I did like. I can't remember if you sent it to me or I sent it to you.
I sent you the Ragdoll one, but I really like the Skyrim one.
Oh, there's a
I
Skyrim.
love
Send
when
that to
he's
me
like
later.
he's saying the joke, and then it stops, and it quickly goes to a quick save before he gets up.
That's great. Oh, dude, that Rad Dog one had me. I almost passed out because I couldn't get oxygen in time. It just slayed me.
But the thing was, like, the fact that he did get to sit back down and they just kind of moved on and all that. It was kind of like, okay, so I guess Will Smith just allowed to do that. He got his award. He was able to say his speech and everything, and it was just kind of like an uncomfortable situation.
Man, can you imagine
So
being in that room after something like that?
the most recent news regarding that is the fact that Will Smith has actually resigned from the Academy. He
No, that
has
I didn't know.
personally stepped away. He has taken himself back, and I think that's possibly the best kind of outcome he could take here, because if he just sits here and waits for the Academy to be reminded they should probably punish a guy for assaulting someone on stage in front on national television, something's eventually going to happen, and he's probably going to get booted anyway. Here, he's at least it's kind of like turning yourself in after committing a crime.
Yeah. Did you hear that after that, Chris Rock did do a comedy bit? After that, not involving anything that happened at the Oscars, but there was a fan in the background that just randomly said, F Will Smith. And Chris Rock was quick to like stop him. He actually like stopped him on the spot, and it was like, hey.
Chris was very non-confrontational about the whole thing. He does not want to have, like, he didn't go to the Oscars to present it so that his whole fucking life could be turned upside down and end up in a big goddamn feud. He's like, hey, can we please move on professionally?
He's also been like a very small guy his whole life. Almost David Spade small.
But yeah,
he's dead. He doesn't shine like Jesus.
But yeah, it's like I can understand Will. Like, a lot of people came to Will's defense saying like they can understand he's been pushed a lot with these kind of jokes, and it's like, well, yes, I understand that, but I feel like if he wants to slap Chris Rock, it should be like when they're both hanging out in Will Smith's home, and just Will Smith and Chris Rock sitting there drinking some beers, as I assume they do. And then Chris Rock just makes a slide comment about Jada's bald head. And then, in the privacy of their own home, Will Smith smacks Chris Rock across the face. I could understand that. But at the Academy...
That's a lot. That's a lot of work. He probably just wanted to get over it.
At the home, it's still kind of assault there. It's, Well, is it Will Smith's home there? Probably. Well.
The whole thing was weird. Like, at the Oscars... Keep her name out of his mouth.
Right, at least they're being mature about it. Yeah, I think both of them are being mature about it at this point. According to Charlie, Will Smith has been physical with some people in the past, like, as well, and not necessarily been reprimanded for it because he got Will Smith privilege. The man's Will Smith. I'm sorry. He's...
Yeah, people I was looking at Under the Veil.
There's that. But at the same time, the camera was kind of away from him, so we didn't necessarily see exactly when the shift happened for Will. So I don't know if it was like, oh, I see my wife is pissed, now I'm pissed. Or if it's, ha 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 ha, wait a minute. I mean, both are options.
Or what if he was just all like, ha ha ha, funny, 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 drop it already. But then he didn't drop it when Will Smith wanted him to drop it. Because that's what I thought was going on.
Okay, move on. Okay, move on. It was a joke, huh? It was a joke, motherfucker. Like, okay. Just polish this off. Welcome to Earth.
Oh, that would have been so fucking great if while he was walking up, he was like, he's like really polishing off. That is my only Will Smith joke I think I've made since it happened. And you saw it here on Live and Wired. Congratulations.
So, yeah, I think everyone is just about done with Will Smith at the Oscars smacking Chris Rock and all that. including Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's so done with that, he might be done with everything.
I wonder. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that too. What was his latest film? I hope it's not just Sonic the Hedgehog
I
2,
think
is it?
it's Sonic 2.
Oh man, I
Like
still definitely gotta see
I
that.
don't know of any other thing. Like there was some discussion. That's what spurred off on this comment was there was some discussion about him playing a character in a Dolly Parton biopic, and he was
Yeah.
like, I don't really need to. I'm fine. Can't I just like relax? I'm 60. That's fine. I don't have to keep acting. Come on.
Oh, dude, 60. Oh god, I'm just thinking about Jim Carrey in the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie, how he did that random dance in there. I'm like, oh god, I wonder if his arthritis kicking his ass. Like he's doing this crazy
They
dance.
say 50 is the new 30.
Nah, don't say that, bro.
Well, I feel like my 30 is the new 50.
Yeah, that's why I was like, man, don't say that. Cause you know, I every
Maybe
once,
it's because I'm 38.
every once in a while, I do have the rare opportunity, and I do mean rare, to take my son to the skate park. And you already see how big I am. First off, I am a lot of man. I live up to the thick black daddy moniker. And when you try to hop back on a skateboard after not skateboarding after like maybe like 6, 7 years, that check knee light come on. On the upside, I lost a lot of weight. I'll make this very short, but at my peak, I did peak at 360, and now I'm a proud 280. That's all.
That's better.
Damn
I gotta lose some weight. I'm getting a gut.
Shut your skinny ass up. You're like the whitest Ethiopian I ever met.
Uh,
All right.
oh well, there could be that. I'm not sure about exactly, but that would be a very dark turn on this story. Well, it's not
Wait.
unheard of. Like it is a issue on my mother's side of the family.
Getting old?
Alzheimer's.
Oh.
My
That's
mother's
scary.
side of the family, they got the Alzheimer's going on. On my father's side of the family, they got the schizophrenia going on.
Oh my god, you're fucked. Potentially.
Well, I'm just feeling like I'm probably going to lose my mind, but at the same time, I won't remember it, so it'll be people will be safe.
Oh my god, dude, we're getting so close to 40.
Well, that's kind of like I got this quote from Jim Carrey saying, "I really like my quiet life, and I really like putting paint on canvas, and I really love my spiritual life, and I feel like." And this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists. I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough.
Man, my man sound woke as fuck. Jesus.
well, well, I feel like he's in a good spot to just hang up the elastic face and just say, "I'm done. I'm
Oh
done."
god, that makes me think of Matt. Was that a Mass reference?
Yes.
Okay. Good man.
But yeah, that does remind me. Like some people thought on my nail clipping video that I was I was alluding to quitting YouTube, and I wasn't speaking straight in that video, so I can't fault people for misinterpreting it in some ways or some others. There were some people who just straight up unsubscribed at that point. I lost 50 subscribers that day, but
Oh my god.
it happens. It happens. But I'm still here for the long run. I've also got a lot of support on since that video went up, and like a ton more patrons, and a lot of people saying, "Hey, Decker, I wish you had a Patreon." Which tells me I have not properly advertised the fact that I have a Patreon. And I am very thankful for all of the support that everyone has shown. And I wanted to say that I absolutely appreciate it. I will be pointing out that I do have a Patreon a little more in some videos going forward.
Man, please don't do a feat sequel.
I might. Who knows? We'll see what the algorithm takes us. But the big thing with the channel is that one video a week. YouTube does not like that anymore. It's not cutting it. It's got my channel in a negative feedback loop, and I kind of need to put out 2 videos a week. I can't do that in reviews because these things take a long time to make. So I'm going to try and do what I can that's still quality enough that I'd be happy with it. Like, not something that is just thrown together for the sake of it. Like, I actually did spend time on the nail clipping video and was like, yeah, I was actually somewhat proud of the editing job I did on that. But
Ew.
the big thing is I've got to put that out. It's on me to right the ship and turn the tide of how the channel is, spiraling downward. I have to get it back to growth because the support that I'm getting is great and very helpful. It'll help me pay for my next bout of dental work. But in order for me to actually continue, I have to fix the problem at its source. This is a short-term fix. It will help, but I need to fix the heart of it. And thank you very much for your support. That's straight up. Like, I have been blown away, and it has been very good for my mental health after all the crap that YouTube has put me through. Thank you, John. Yeah, there's no rush. It'll still be there. It'll still be there. Just do reactions. That's something that I always feel like. Now, some reactions that people do are better than others, like some reaction content. But man, I really just feel like I see a lot of YouTube channels out there like, hey, here's a popular video. Watch me watching it. Occasionally, I'll stop and say something.
That seems stale.
Yeah.
That's just me though. Like maybe I'll tell you, man. This is how we know we're getting old. We're not even 40 yet, and yet I feel older than what I am. The generation right behind us and then right behind them is changing. I'm like, that's what people like. More power to you. Like I said, I can't do stuff like that. I'm too shy.
Well, it's like I understand Jim Carrey. Just any favorite Jim Carrey bits?
Just one?
But bits plural.
Oh, I didn't hear the S at the end there. And I was confused. Like, just one? So I was like, I can go throughout the entire Mask movie itself. I love the Mask. Hate me later.
I was thinking. I like his jowls.
Oh, like his physical bits? What? He has that face,
That is an idea, but it could get very depressing very fast. I did get one of my supporters on followers who supported me for a long time, so kind of supporters, kind of fans, friend. They've been a fan for so long, and I've been following them on Instagram for so long. It's like, hey, I know you, I recognize that face. They suggested a whole bunch of sponsorship deals, which I'm still thinking like, well, that's kind of short-term money versus I need to fix the algorithm. But one of the things they mentioned was like Loot Crate, and I'm thinking I could maybe get a Loot Crate that's actually on brand and make a fun video out of that. Like Frans. Yeah, I got a few Frans. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I might get judged for this. How do you feel about, Jim Carrey as the Riddler back in the was that 97?
Oh,
of that Batman movie?
Batman Forever, Jim Carrey is the Riddler. Very fun for fans of Jim Carrey for being Jim Carrey.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
to actually kind of be the Riddler as Jim Carrey versus Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I liked the
1995. Thank you.
I like the points where he did actually kind of go into the more kind of Ridley aspect, cerebral kind of stuff. The alliteration, just going off on all kinds of different esoteric little tangents. I really liked those parts, but a lot of the Riddler in Forever was just Jim Carrey, which is entertaining and fine and all, but I feel like it was not as good as it could have been. Still good, but I personally feel a little disappointed. Like, if I was in that director's chair, I'd have told him to get his shit together. But
I can see that. Or, why am I thinking of the Truman Show? I like that movie. Don't tell nobody I said that.
Oh, we're gonna burn fire. I like burning fire.
Oh, we definitely need to burn that $1 million that disappeared.
Oh, there's a lot of branches around the lawn I gotta pick up. Oh, geez, I gotta go get my gloves and do that. Well, the fire will still be going. I can do that then. Okay. But it is the last 10 minutes, and so that means it is time to get the poll results out. How exactly did that poll go? Let us see. Only we got 215 votes. Only 7% said our own personal band. It shows a slightly larger bar, but still only says 7% for raffles, giveaways, and contests. 16% for celebrity guests. 21% asked for us to bribe Google for views, and 49% said the best thing to do with $1 million is get an actual set. And I kind of agree there. It would be a very nice change of pace and very good for the presentation of Live and Wired and how I personally see Live and Wired in my mind. I see myself.
That'd be dope. Can you imagine just like sitting on the couch, like next to each other, like talking about this?
I see myself in front of that big desk with the mug and that really tall chair that makes me
like
taller than everyone else.
I'm thinking of a news desk with some weird.
I'm thinking of like a late show. That's what Live and Wired is to me. Is a late show.
Do you want like a news desk or a throne?
I'm going to sip my coffee and I'm going to sit higher than absolutely all of them.
95, you had like one good comic book movie. Yeah, probably.
Be like, oh, you got your new movie coming out. It's like, oh yes, it's called I Heard It Sucks. It's a very artistic feature. Like I said, sucks. Like that's just.
Decker, TBD. Do you like hard punk music? I do not know what is considered hard punk music. I mean, you're talking to a guy who listens to like Luther Vandross, B.B. King, and James Brown, and then flip it on the dime. Be listening to Cannibal Corpse, Cradle of Filth, and Amon Amarth, for an example. So.
I'm just kind of a hard rock, heavy metal guy. I can listen to punk. Like, I can't think of any punk that I'm like, oh no, turn that off.
Is MXPX a punk band? Excuse me.
But that's the thing. I have no idea who the hell you're talking about.
Summer Lake Placid.
Yes, we should cover the super chats. Savage Tiger 13 dropped $50. Said that just because I saw the trailer for the new Ultraman and it will be Ultraman Decker. And just the thought of you turning into a giant superhero to fight monsters.
Yeah, just call him Ultra Decker.
Ultraman Decker. I absolutely need to review that. Or at least watch it.
He could be Ultraman. Can I just be like ultra thick? Oh no, that sounds bad. Well, I'll just get really fat.
And Eduardo Santiago dropped $10 saying, let's get Decker to 50K. Here's a start. Slow and steady wins the race. As to the $50,000 YouTube is giving for podcasts to just start making videos on their site.
Genius.
It's true. If I had just waited until now to be like, hey, YouTube, I'll do a podcast for you, I would have made more money in the long run.
Yeah.
And I'd have a set. I could afford a set. Damn it. But also, Liam 03 Loves Movies dropped $1 NZ, New Zealand dollar?
New Zealand, yeah.
So thank you very much. No comment on that I see, but thank you all the same.
Oh, well, in that case,
it looks like got a new member, Triana the Knitter Guthridge. Trena,
I almost heard the wrong thing.
Knitter Guthridge. Thank you and welcome.
Now you only need 49,939 to go.
You're getting there, making progress. Oh boy.
Sandwich with sand is cheese. Wait, what? Sandwich, literally a sand with cheese sandwich. Huh? I don't want to read that no more.
Sand with cheese sandwich? No. The teeth I don't have hurt.
Shit, the teeth I'm losing hurt.
You need dental work?
Yes, actually.
I know a very good dentist.
Huh?
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. You could actually extract those and relatively cheap.
I got a box cutter. I'll think about it tomorrow.
All right. Well, my dentist has been working miracles in my mouth, I tell you. I mean, they say that my teeth still look terrible, but they look a lot better than they used to.
Yeah. Fun fact, the reason this one looks so bad is this is the tooth remember how I was teaching my son how to skateboard?
Well, Eddie, we are in the last 5 minutes of the show, so we
We did the everything, sadly.
pretty much.
Yeah,
I
remember
was
how I
trying to
was
see
teaching my
if
son how to skateboard?
Periscope was working, and sort of like it's
I
there.
don't think people like Facebook.
No, Periscope's Twitter.
Oh, Twitter, excuse me.
It's there, but it's like 0 viewers.
I fell on my face while I was teaching my son how to skateboard and broke this tooth.
Ooh.
I literally like remember like getting up like like just spitting it out and it was like, yeah, I think it's time to go.
See, like, that's a fun story to tell. I had that part where my one front tooth was just cracked practically in half, and it's like, what the hell happened? And they're like, I had fried chicken. God damn brittle teeth.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
But yeah,
As an African American male, I'm gonna leave that alone.
but that's an idea for like if I want to do a second video a week, but have something like really popular that YouTube will show everyone. I could do the Will Smith slaps Chris Rock in Elden Ring. Everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere. It's just like whack. Whew,
Oh man, wait for the
died.
memes.
Like
There
it is.
dude, someone's gonna make that mod. Someone's gonna make that mod. They already put Homer Simpson and Thomas the Tank Engine in the game. There's gonna they just give it time.
I got a lot of ideas for stuff that I could be doing. Like one of the things I was thinking of was bringing it back Decker and Dragons, but the problem with that is that what I was thinking of would be so damn involved. It would be as involved as a review, if not more so. So I'm thinking like I can't really do that one a week. Maybe I could do that one a month as a new Patreon reward.
Will Smith smacks Chris Rock with ray tracing.
Oh man! Oh, that reminds me. Minecraft for Xbox Series X is finally getting some ray tracing supports in the preview build. If you're an Xbox insider and you have the preview build of Minecraft and you join in crossplay with someone playing on the PC who has the ray tracing packs downloaded and is playing with them, you can actually turn on ray tracing now.
That seems complicated. You can just be on a console and just hit a switch?
No, it's been like the Switch has been there but grayed out the whole fucking time. So this is big for this version.
I said about time.
We're thinking of sort of like the super duper graphics pack, just something like, hey, look at this nice looking Minecraft. You're never gonna get it. You play.
Don't say it. I feel like
fucking play with your blocks.
The cube.
Cube.
Who would have thought a game like that would take off?
Anticonvulsant? Oh, that's a private conversation I'm just showing in front of everyone. Okay. Oh, but yeah, should be talking about exactly what we are working on right now. We're on the last minute, so it's time to discuss what we are doing. What is our current projects? Thick Black Daddy, you're on that Twitch playing those video games?
Oh yeah. I do believe last time I was here, I said I am been trying to force myself to use more media outlets such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. AKA like I've actually stopped being lazy and getting off my ass. Go through my VODs. Excuse me. If I find something funny, I will clip it and I'm forcing myself to upload. I'm pretty sure you maybe saw a couple of them on Instagram. Maybe. I don't know if you even use Instagram. But that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to force myself to use more media outlets to just basically help get my name out there on the Twitch platform. And you know what? I do feel like it's working because my average views has gone from 5 to 15.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like most sites' notifications aren't necessarily that great. Madame Red Death seems to have gotten here a bit late, and is like, WTF is up with the YouTube notifications. And from what I can tell, sitting here looking at the numbers it seems like the Live and Wired got like 100 views one week, and then the next week, like YouTube was blocking some of my stuff, and they're like, "Well, the whole channel did a little bit worse than it did, so we're going to show this next one to 90 people." And then like, the one we showed to 90 people didn't do as good as the one that went to 100, so we're going to show the next one to 70. That didn't do as well. Okay, next one goes out to 60. And why does it keep doing worse? Oh, well, let's show it to less people. And it's like, God damn it, YouTube! But.
They're going to bribe you.
In terms of what I've got going on, I hope this one can actually be shown, because last Live and Wired I showed a review that is currently blocked, and I was never able to actually post it publicly. I had the post in the YouTube community posts linking to it, the Clown Motel review, but it had a copyright strike coming before I could ever put it public, so YouTube wouldn't let me put it public. It had to stay unlisted. Currently, it's removed from the site, and I'm fighting the copyright strike. But in the meantime, I have another video that I have made that is currently fighting a copyright claim, and let's hope it fights it a little better, because some of you might be interested in this. We mostly focus on the side characters, such as Dewey and Gale, as they scour the set of Stab 3, wondering who is looking to turn this horror movie sequel into reality.
Are we safe?
Safe from who?
Okay, what the fuck kind of red herring is that supposed to be? I'm real sure that the person that everyone stops and goes, "Oh, look at them! Look, that guy over there might be the killer." I'm sure they're really the killer in your murder mystery, yeah. So yeah, Scream 3. Scream 3 should be coming. Should.
Eventually.
I mean, the Miramax has been a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to the copyright system, but like they gave me a strike on Scream 1, but they didn't for Scream 2, but they still kind of held on to that claim for a long time. Like I didn't know if they were going to give me the strike or not. They just kept me there until it expired. So I don't know what they're going to do with Scream 3, and I currently have a strike. So in case I suddenly stop posting things forever, you might know why. But
yeah, they really messing you over, man. I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm hoping they come out of nowhere and just start bribing you. Like, hey, you want more views? That'd be cool. A man can dream for you. Google that.
I was literally there, but to think it was Old Man Jenkins. And that's what it once. It was Old Man Jenkins. But yes, Under the Veil, you still have. I haven't heard anything. I mean, I haven't seen if you've uploaded the Molasses Death thing. I know things have been tough for you, so it might not be coming quite as quickly as any of us would have liked. But you still have that coming. I don't know, because you might have posted it, and I don't know because YouTube hasn't told me. Said, no, okay, yeah, so still look out for that. The Prohibition leading to a big mess of molasses that kind of ruptured and went into a little town, and everyone got like, it's kind of like the Blob, except not intelligent and real, and people really died. But it was 100 years ago. It's fine. Like they're not going to complain. I mean, I'd probably complain. Oh yeah, that's a potential there. Making a GoFundMe to get my life back up and running after it was all pulled out from under in August. Yeah, that's the thing. Under the Veil has not had it easy, to say the least. much as I complain about YouTube, like, leading the channel into a death spiral, at least the channel's still here. At least income, while going down, is still coming in. Like, I have this chance to put up 2 videos a week to try and write it. Under the Veil just kind of... Their life kind of got screwed real bad, real suddenly. So, could maybe see about helping her out if you can. But this is all the time we have today, unless you have anything else to say.
Snuffleupagus. I got nothing.
Cool. Thank you all for watching. I've been Dr. Shado. This has been Live and Wired episode 100. More money. Well, big money. Big problems.
Oh, man.
Nice
100.
100th
Jesus.
episode. Lots of big stuff to talk about, but it's still kind of Live and Wired and really, really need that set. So hopefully we can get that going. So, remember, you gotta be at home with a few beers in you, no one around, and no cameras.
Come on over, Thick Black Daddy's B&B, Beer and Blunts.
That too.